All rise, court is now in session. The Honourable Hans presiding. Sidebar, I'm practicing my legal talk because we're here at the Murdoch University Law School and I don't want to sound like an idiot when I talk to a real-life lawyer and find out just how to become one. I'm just going to have a quick coffee here in the law school cafeteria and then we'll get into it. Objection! I'll allow it. There are so many different types of legal careers, from general practical lawyers to careers elsewhere just beyond being a lawyer. Murdoch opens doors to much more than law and has a great reputation for giving you a world-class law education.
Hans.
Alice, great to meet you.
You're here to find out more about Murdoch Law School.
Sure am.
Come with me and I'll ask you questions.
That was easy, go for it. Oh, wow. This is like a real courtroom.
Yeah, it is. This is our moot court. This is where we hold a lot of our mooting and also where we have a lot of our lectures.
What's mooting?
Mooting's like a mock court scenario where students can test their advocacy and their grasp on the law to see if they can actually make it in front of a panel of judges.
Practice their arguing.
Exactly, yeah.
So Murdoch Law School's been around since 1991. Now I'm assuming there's heaps of people have passed through here, lots of lawyers out there, great facilities and good resources.
It's a really practical place to study law. From its state-of-the-art facilities like this moot court to its international mooting programs and its international exchange programs. Those exchange programs take place in Switzerland, Italy and Hong Kong.
So you can travel around?
You sure can, yeah. This year, our international Jessup team actually made it to the Washington, D.C. rounds of the competition,
really?
Which placed them in the top 8 teams around the world.
Go Murdoch!
You go Murdoch.
Yes. Mate, I love this place. It looks amazing, looks like a great place to study.
It is, especially when you get to be here for a few years doing your law degree. We also have the Murdoch Student Law Society that runs on campus, that runs competitions and social events like the Law Ball. The great thing is Murdoch Law is actually flexible as well, so if you need to study part-time for your law degree, then you can.
And then once it's all done, you're a lawyer, you're out there, you're doing it.
You are, but you can actually be doing it before you graduate law at Murdoch. We actually have our Scales Centre down in Rockingham that allows students to actually put their legal knowledge to the test in a community legal centre.
In Rockingham?
It is.
Well, that's where we've got to go. Thank you so much for answering the questions.
You're welcome.
SCALES stands for Southern Communities Advocacy Legal Education Service, which is a bit of a mouthful, but it basically means you'll be providing free legal aid to people who need it. And this is where it all happens in Rockingham. It's the SCALES Centre, and if you're going to study law at Murdoch, you might end up here one day. I want to introduce you to somebody. Please welcome, legal term, Exhibit A, Amanda.
Hi, you must be Hans.
Yep.
Alex actually said you were coming down just briefly, so if you come with me, I'll answer any questions.
You're the best. Amanda, let's begin at the beginning. What does SCALES stand for?
Okay, so it stands for Southern Community Advocacy Legal Education Services, okay? So at SCALES, what you get to do is actually experience law and practice firsthand, and you deal directly with clients.
To real life legal situations?
Real life legal situations, real life problems that clients are having.
Okay, I get that it's an amazing resource for Murdoch law students, but also the community as well. How does the SCALES system work for the student?
Okay, so as a student, what you would do is you come down to the SCALES clinic 1 day a week. You work 9 till 5, and that's where you get the opportunity to deal directly with the clients.
So at the beginning, you are kind of like a baby fish in a big pond, but by the end of it, you're a shark swimming around lawyering everything really well, right?
I think that's the best way to describe it. It really is. In the beginning, what you'll be doing is you actually observe the supervising solicitors.
Okay, it's time for the edge. 3 questions. Question number 1. How do I become a Murdoch law student?
What you first need to do is you'll need to do some tertiary entry subjects at school. You'll need to do really well to get into Murdoch law. And once you graduate, you actually have to apply through TISC. Otherwise, if you do it midway through the year, then you'll have to apply directly to Murdoch.
Awesome. All right, second question. What sort of person is best suited to being a Murdoch law student?
Well, really, it's someone that's hardworking, someone that's dedicated to their studies, because there's a lot of studying and reading that you'll have to do all through the degree. It's very exciting, very rewarding, actually.
All right, and last question. Why did you pick Murdoch University and the law school specifically?
Well, I always wanted to study law, and Murdoch is the only university in WA that actually offers the SCALES program. And that was a big driving factor, I guess, for me choosing Murdoch law.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like a great place to study. High fives for answering my question. You're the best. Thank you so much. Murdoch Law School. How good is this place? Seriously, the SCALES program is amazing and it looks like a fantastic place to study law. If you want more information, get on to studentedge.com.au and get involved. Objection.